Oh, I am not. Oh no. Oh no, I am not feeling better, my friend. Thank you for your well wishes, but I am not feeling better. I'm feeling significantly fucking worse. Holy fuck, how hard does cattle decapitation fucking rip? Gosh dang, that fucking band rips. Absolutely rips. If you haven't heard cattle decap before, you should try it. I hate saying, I shouldn't have said decap, because decap is decapitated. I wonder if any of these words are getting me in some sort of a YouTube database. Can you say these words? Oh. One quick moment, please. Yes. I'm going to be coughing today. I'm going to be sniffling. I'm going to be the whole stream. I'm sorry in advance. I'm coughing into my arm because like there's so many people around me right now. Yeah, that's how cool I am. That's how polite I am. I'm coughing into my arm even though you guys aren't even here. I don't have my Coke today. This is how you know I'm sick. If you see me drinking a ginger ale. If you see me drinking a ginger ale, I'm probably sick. Oh, and today, guys, I am sick. I am sick, and I'm a bit tired, and I had a bit of a fucking rough day, but we're here, and we're going to do some fucking MESA Boogie in. We're going to be doing some boogieing with MESA. Very excited. Let's go down to the run. What we have in store today. We've got Amp Sweep. Oh my gosh. I can't even talk today. Amp Suite Rev F. We have the MESA Boogie Mark Suite here, of course. That's going to be involved. We have the Kali Axis from Nimbrini Audio, as well as the Kali Dual from Nimbrini Audio. And we're going to explain why and I had this question a couple of years back in a stream. Someone said, why is it so many rectifier plugins don't actually use the diamond plate? They use some sort of other look. And I'll tell you why. Just before we get into this. The reason for that is, for a long period of time, MESA Boogie actually tried to trademark or copyright the likeness of their amps with the diamond plate. And I'm not sure if it ever went to court or anything like that. I just know for a fact that way back, a ways back, they did go after, in the infancy of amp sims, they did go after a couple of developers for likeness. And got them somehow to change. I don't know if it was just fear of being contacted by this giant company. And they just did it. I would have told them to go fuck themselves. It's a piece of metal. And good luck in court. Have fun with that. It's a piece of metal that people use on stairways. You can't copyright a piece of fucking metal. I'm sorry. You can't copyright a circuit. You sure can't copyright the look of something. Well, you can, I guess. But in this case, good luck. In any event. Amplification rectifier. This is from Kuwasa. This thing is a beast. You might not have heard of it. You probably haven't heard of it, but you're going to hear about it today. We've got Tonality Josh Middleton. Fantastico. This looks wonderful. This thing is an absolute slayer. But we're going to start off with the Amp Suite Rev F, and we're going to go from there. Let's get things going. I hope you guys are doing great. It's Friday. If you're in the chat, say hi. Don't be shy. Say hi. You put that on a shirt. It's the last thing in the world I want in person, though. I wish that the fewer people that talk to me on a daily basis, the better. All right, let's get into this. Maybe I better plug that in again. See, there's 2 streams in a row I've done that, where I've sat down, plugged my guitar in, and had to get up for a reason, and then completely forgot that I didn't re-plug it in. It is what it is. All right. And coming in hot. Here we go. Okay, so we're checking out. This is from Wavemind. If you haven't checked this thing out, we've done quite a bit of features, quite a few features rather, on this badass right here. And we're going to start off here, and I'm going to go over to the pedal section, which is going to have the 22 and the X drive. This is based on a Maxon 808, and this thing is a crusher. And I'm going to just change the settings a little bit here, as I just don't like the way that thing is. Okay, so We're going to go back and forth between the boosts. We're going to start here with the 33, aka the Forte Boost 22. And gosh, is my throat ever fucking killing me right now. I could use some tea at some point. Let's see what we got here. Oh, got something. Yeah, got IRs on there. You'd be surprised how many users over the years that I've had that conversation with where they had no idea that you had to bypass the cabinet in a plugin, or that there was even one there. And so they're like, I don't understand. So if you ever end up with that sound, if you're a beginner or a brand new user and you're hearing something like this, that is meaning that you have an IR running through an IR. That is the answers to that question. So right away I knew, okay, so I've got my impulse response loader still fired up. Gonna get that out of there, and then you're back too. So essentially what that's doing is it's coming out of the speaker into the microphone and then kind of coming out of another speaker into another microphone, which is not the way we do things in the real world. It was going to sound weird. And here we are. We're just going to be doing a little bit of Friday hanging out. Not freeware Friday today. I like doing freeware Fridays, but I don't like it to be the same thing all the time. And we're going to space things out. We only have so much time that I can be doing streams. Then in the summertime, through July and August, we're going to be having so much going on. A bunch of different contests, a bunch of different stuff going on. I'll be streaming about 5 times as much. It's going to be great. So that sounds pretty good out of the box. Now, in this cab section, there is only one mic at the moment. You can load your own, but right now there's only the 57. Okay, so the 57, and I like... Pardon me, guys. I'm going to try my best to see if I can mute it for the coughing. Nobody wants to listen to a dude coughing, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm not going to hide from streaming because I'm sick. That's not what we're going to do here. Gonna push through. If I went to work today, yeah, I'm gonna stream for you guys, but man, after getting home from work, I feel like even worse. Happy to be on here with you guys though, and no longer around my colleagues and the people that I work with. It's terrific. I need a break, you know. Also gonna get rid of the gate here because I don't need it. Got the denoiser kicking up there, and I've got the silencer. No problem if I need it. This is another thing that a lot of people demand in plugins. I gotta have a gate. And Samuel, you're charged up today. You guys can hear it seems like every time that we do a stream, Sam gets really charged up in the kitchen. Maybe that's a good sign. How's it going, Eddie? Nice to see you. How's it going, Pedro? I gotta bring the level down just a... Eddie, I heard a rumor the other day that at some point, Dime almost switched to PV. I read it on a Reddit, in fact, where it was just somebody sent me a link, and it was just talking about how somebody at PV had that I guess was under some sort of NDA that no longer existed, or something of that effect, was saying that during his tenure with some sort of one of the companies, he was part of a pitch to Dime where they were going to make him his own amp, something to that effect. Man, I sound terrible. I sound terrible to you guys. Sorry. Mom. Okay, so we're gonna start messing with the tones now a little bit and see where we can get to. Gonna bring some mids out, definitely bring some low end back, some presence back, maybe some master up. Let's see. Yeah, it's way better. Okay, we're cooking with fire now. Apparently, so it says they took a really, really good run at Old Dime, but it sucks they never got anything done. I mean, he just used this. It's so strange that he never really. I mean, he ended up releasing all kinds of amps, like and putting his name on a bunch of different things, like warheads and. I don't mean he never really used any of that stuff though. It would have been cool. I would love to hear a Pantera set on a big wall of 50 fucking 150s, baby. Oh man, that would sound so good. Not to say I'm not taking anything away from the Randall. I'm just saying, man, like Dime's guitar tone without Rex's bass tone, it wasn't that. It was the two things together. It was never about his guitar tone as much, I don't think. Or being that he was, oh no, that's incorrect. I was gonna say it'd be interesting to hear some like I don't know, some Pantera with some rectifiers would have been cool too, but I mean, single guitar player bands and rectifiers, not to say that two guitar players can't use them, but if you're ever going to be one guitar player on a stage, having two rectifiers in a stereo rig, woo! Bob, Bob, Bob. Oh, oh my gosh. That's a lot. A lot going on there. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing good, man. Fridays are pretty fucking cool. I agree. Fridays are great, but Fridays are going to start changing, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. Fridays are going to start changing. What I like to do a lot of Fridays is I like to just go straight from work to the disc golf course that's very close to my work and just play around with some friends. And when it comes to the nicer months of the year, that's typically how I get down. And I really don't want to add I don't want to change my entire schedule just to stream. That's how you fall out of love with streaming real quick. I want to do it. I want to just do the streaming thing around my regular schedule and do it that way. That means I will have to be either streaming later or I'll add a Saturday morning stream of some kind, and we can do it that way. But Fridays, that's the thing, is I don't want to get too attached to Fridays because there are going to be Fridays where just are not going to work out, especially because we also have a lot of disc golf events that happen, and my missus and I and some friends, we organize these. So oftentimes Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays are even going to be tough. So we're going to try to make things work during the week, during the summer months, and hopefully we can have a lot of fun, get a lot of content made, and not get burned out by completely, overdoing it, right? Let me read what we got here. Also, the Fender Metalhead. Yeah, that was what I heard too. The Fender Metalhead was rumored to be a dime amp. I want to say that we've had that conversation before when we're using Amplitube. I was actually going to bust out the Amplitube MESA stuff today, but I'm not gonna do that. I gave it a quick run, and it's not that it's not good. It's just, I'd rather promote stuff that sounds better. And guys, there's a lot of better sounding stuff than a lot of people are like, oh yeah, man, but it's licensed. Yeah, it is licensed, and yes, Amplitube has come a long way. I will say, if you're out there and you gave up on Amplitube because you found Neural DSP and you found all these different developers, but you still have the IK Multimedia Amplitube, packs and licenses and all that stuff that you purchased and you paid money for. My thought is reinstall that ASA fucking P. Get that reinstalled and start using it, because they completely overhauled the major setbacks. Pardon me. The major setbacks were the power modeling. It was not terrible. It was very boxy, cardboardy, plasticky. That was the first big drawback, and the second drawback was the cabinet section and the IRs sounding just like, they sounded like poop. And so that just really kind of didn't sit well with a lot of people when they, oh, I got all these MESA BOOGIE licensed things, and then all of a sudden it's not as good anymore. But with the new power amp modeling that they put out with the newest version of Amplitude, and it's a free upgrade if I'm not mistaken as well. The newest version, if you've got something like the older version, don't quote me on that. Get it reinstalled and give it a shot. My point when it comes to the MESA stuff is that I think there are other things out there that can probably get the job done a little bit better. And in this case, the rectifier has been done much better by a bunch of different companies. One being Wavemind, of course. So we're going to try out the 808X now. Oh, wrong chord. And I actually kind of like the Forte Boost 22 a little bit better than the X Drive, but they're both super good. I remember the other night you told, by the way, I erased and /deleted the stream from the other day. It wasn't a good stream. It wasn't a good stream at all. It was just, I watched a little bit of it back, and it was like, going. I do apologize, guys. There's no way I can't cough, and I'm going to have to do it on stream because I'm just not quick enough. That sounds just so big. And I can't tell you exactly what, but this plugin turned a lot of heads. It turned a lot of heads, and some heads that enabled them that basically Wavemind is going to be doing some cool signature stuff. There are a lot of companies out there doing cool signature stuff, and Wavemind, that's all I can tell you. I cannot tell you the artists involved or anything like that. I can just tell you that, man, they got some stuff for you coming. Wavemind does have some great things. There's going to be some signature stuff coming up real fast here. The next plugin, that's what I can tell you. It is a signature outlet, signature product, and that is coming out shortly. I can't tell you that. I can't tell you anything else. That being said, they have some other stuff coming out that is just going to blow your mind. And I can't wait to share that stuff with you when it comes out. And likely we're going to be able to give you the first crack. Wavemind is also building the plugin that we've been talking about for a long time now, NAMM Universal. And so we don't code, we just designed it, and he helped as well. So can't wait to show that to you. If you have not checked out the Amp Suite Rev F, get on this, because this is, in my opinion, now probably one of the best rectifiers, if not the best rectifier on the market. That's my opinion. You don't have to argue. You don't have to debate. You can. And likely you're going to say, yeah, but this one's great as well. And I'm going to say, yeah, buddy, you know what? You're correct. Because there's a lot of pretty good rectifiers out there, and I'm not going to refute. I'm not really going to refute any of them, because there's a lot of good ones. Yeah. Not too bad. It sounds good. I like it. So far, so good here. Sorry, guys. I'm squinting here. I'm like, I'm in a real bad situation here. I arguably got sicker as I got home. I think it's probably the fact that, like, you know, we've got we've got our fuzzballs and stuff around here too, whereas those don't exist in my workplace. Otherwise, I'm not sure what to tell you guys. Tomorrow, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be streaming. And if I'm not here tomorrow, it's probably because I'm just even sicker, which is likely to be this weekend. However, if you guys don't care, if the odd cough is happening, I'll be happy to jump on with you guys tomorrow. And tomorrow afternoon, maybe tomorrow evening, we'll see what we're going to be up to. Going to be doing some fun stuff. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. Oh, I fucking biffed that last note. Totally duffed it. Very good. Can't wait to the future. I can't wait for the future of WaveMind as well. Very bright future for that company. And I couldn't be happier because it's nice to see a brand new developer, not a developer that is subcontracting their stuff out. I love when the coding is happening in-house. I even love it more when it's like a one-man shop. A lot of companies start as like a one-man shop, and a lot of them still remain very much a predominantly one-man or two-man kind of operation, or man and woman, etc. A two-person operation. And I love it when a company handles their own coding. It's not that I don't care for, it's not that I don't like when companies subcontract out their coding, and that's fine. I kind of like it better when it's all done under one roof, and that way you kind of know who's like, and I like it even less when you don't know who like they're not telling you it's about the subcontract. And that way, because really, one company could be making stuff for another company, and you love this company, and you're not sure about this other company because you've never tried their stuff before. If you knew that there was a relationship, that this company here was subcontracted to build plugins for company B here, you'd be more likely to jump over here and be like, well, yeah, if I know that this person is building this shit, I'm gonna jump all in. And I just feel like hiding that is, I don't know, I don't like it as much. Being transparent about, yeah, we're the idea guys, we're the product designers, we are everything in-house, but we hire this genius over here from this other company to code our stuff for us, because we don't have a coder on staff at this particular point in time. I like that. I like that as well, because at least if this company here has got quality, then you're buying quality. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it. Tell me what you think in the comments. All right, we're going to move on through another plugin. Say goodbye. And thank you so much to the Amp Suite Rev F. I may have bitten off more than I could chew today. And I kind of wanted to use this today. I don't know if I'm going to get into it much. We'll see. Maybe. I don't know. You know what? I'm not 100% sure on this one. Yeah, I'm actually just going to take it out because I haven't put enough time into this yet for me to really feel it. So, I don't like showcasing stuff if I don't feel 100% capable behind the wheel. And that is a very complex amp, and I'm still kind of learning how to dial it in, as my experience with it hands-on is limited, and I've done a lot of research as well as how to dial in the Mark II C Plus and the Mark II C Plus Plus. I'm just gonna have to put that all together and make sure that I can properly demo and showcase the product for you guys. If I can't do that, there's no fucking point in me doing that. Just be like, hi guy, here's this really cool thing. I have no idea how it works. All right, let's move along. Tonality, Josh Middleton. Gonna come back up with this. No, not gonna do her. Not gonna do her. We're gonna save it for next time. I wish, and you know what? Also, because I'd like to compare it with that new one that I haven't, I have not secured at this time. The other one that just came out, DB Quadro, just put out the Mercury something or other. I don't know anything about it yet. I'd like to know more about this DB Quadro. Okay. Does anybody know about that company? I know nothing about them whatsoever. They set this tube screamer up super weird. It was very strange the way they set the tube screamer up. The tone is like dialed way back. Cool. Let's go back to the amp. Now this amp, man, is it small. We're gonna have to beef and blow this up because I've got old ass eyes, and we're gonna have to do it that way because why not? All right. We're going to go over to channel 3. We're going to go to modern. See, there's the volume jump. And that volume jump is actually in the original, like the actual amp. When you switch to modern, it does give you the rectifiers. However, I do know quite a bit about, and I once upon a time did own one. A short period of time. I just had way more than I needed in the amp. Put it that way. I'm gonna say it. I think the Wavemind Rev F it might sound a bit better, but then again, not just yet. We're not gonna go there just yet. I think we can do better. Been tuning a lot today. It's very damp. We're expecting some sort of thunderstorm or rain. And if you guys are aware, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when the climate gets a little damp, guitars can just kind of change a little bit. Sounds pretty good. Now let's go to the cab section here. Oh man, that is such a rip-off riff. That definitely sounds like, forget it. All right, angle. Up there. I'm gonna move this up here, and we're gonna park this in the middle just for a little bit, see what we can get. All right, that sounds better. That sounds beefy. Beef! Spending a couple more seconds there with that, it sounds pretty damn good, actually. Now. Yep, yeah, buddy. The Wavemind one. Yeah, you're right. Obviously, they are different rectifiers. They are going to sound a bit different. That's beside the point. I mean, it's also, even if it was the same, you could hand, hypothetically, let's just go with hypotheticals. You could hand the exact same amplifier. The exact same amplifier to two developers. I mean, I'm not saying the same model. In the same, like I'm saying, like physically the same piece of analog gear. You could take it and hand it to Wavemind, and then you could take it, hand it to Nembrini Audio, and then you're still gonna get two plugins that sound very, very different, because there are different methods. There just are different methods. There are different cabinets, all kinds of different shit going on inside different plugins. in the way that different developers do things. There's very, very, very different ways that all the top developers, it's not like all of them are doing things exact. There's no cookie cutter way to do things. Really, they're all going to do their own thing. And so two pieces of gear, that's why you can go get two pieces of gear right now, two plugins based on the same amp. And there's a lot of those out there in the same model, same year, whatever. And you're still going to get plugins that sound, you know, marginally different, at least. Going good, Bo. I'm sick as shit though, dude. And my throat is just killing me right now. Ah. Mom. Really enjoy. I love this whole suite. If you're not familiar, this is Tonality Josh Middleton. And it's got 3 amps in here. You've got a Triple X, you've got a 5150, and you've got, of course, the rectifier we're using right now. And this thing sounds good, guys. It sounds really good. All 3 amps in here sound really, really great. Totally interested in all 3 amps. I've used this plugin a ton. We're going to keep using it, of course, but there's also, you get a compressor, a pitch. It's pretty decent. I mean, it's, pardon me. It's pretty good at what it does. I've used it a few different times. I don't know. You have to really like pitch effects and octave effects, and it's for what it is. It's quite good. And then of course, you've got a few different cabinets here. You've got basically, I think it's 3 different cabinets that look to be loaded with different speakers. That's going on here. Yeah, I think it's just 3 different cabinets that have been just kind of loaded. I noticed that they've left out. Does it bother anybody? I know this is something simple and stupid to complain. I'm not complaining by any means. It's not a complaint, but does it bug anybody else that there's nothing fixing the cabinet in the graphic? It's just a graphic, I know, but they've gone to great lengths to make it look very realistic with, like, you know, marks on it and stuff like that. But then there's nothing holding in the speaker to the cabinet itself. I just noticed that just now. I've used this plugin probably 50 times, and I'm just noticing that right now. Huh. How about that? Is it also the same with this cabinet right here? No, it is not. So maybe just, there's no way. No. Anyways. Sick. Yeah, but why would you put the screws in on this cabinet and... Okay, so not that one. And you might be thinking, this guy, yeah, again, there are screws and, well, screws. Why not put them in that one? That must be something else. I don't know. Maybe look up that cabinet. Maybe I'm just nuts. No, I can't even do it. I'll just start coughing. That song's really fun to play. I learned it, but then I completely fucking forgot it. I always learn covers and I always forget them unless there's no way you're going to remember a cover unless you're like playing it over. But I mean, so kind of like, I guess we just learn things, film things, and forget things. I mean, a lot of covers I've learned over the years that I just have no recollection whatsoever. So I did learn that song at one point and it was super fun. Maybe I'll go learn it again. And it's easy as far as Megadeth songs go as well, because Megadeth gives me a hell of a lot of trouble. I mean, the way he plays guitar, just something about a lot of the way that he does things just gives my hands a pain in the ass. So Not real easy. Imagine singing and playing that stuff as well. Not too fucking easy. That's a bit top heavy. That sounds pretty good. Got a tuner here as well. Decent. I like that. And this is a good tuner as well. This was not a shitty one. Gosh. All right. Not really sure. Not really sure how long I'm going to be here today, guys. Probably going to be about 90 minutes. We're not going to take a break halfway through because I came prepared. I put down the other methods during sickness, and so I'm left with the dry herb vape today. So I'm just going to sit right here and hang out, and we're just going to do that. Playing my Iceman today. My Iceman has a Bill Lawrence USA L500XL in the bridge, and in the neck it's got a Gibson Classic 57 that you're not going to hear today because these are bridge pickup kind of amps, folks. We're going to say goodbye to Tonality Josh Middleton. If you guys have that one, discuss it in the chat. Is it a winner? So a lot of people really like it. I would be curious to see. I know they would never publish such a thing, but I would be really curious to know what their top selling. Maybe I'll just see if I can ask them and see if they can let me know. Which tonality is which one do you think? Tell me in the comments, which tonality do you guys think has sold the most copies? That doesn't necessarily imply that quality, though, does it? Sometimes signature plugins can be a bit of a popularity contest as well. I mean, you want an artist that can move plugins for you, and that's the idea. You want plugins where their fans want their guitar tone and think their guitar tones are amazing. So I would love to have this plugin. Or just something to that effect. So I'd be curious. To know which one sold the most copies. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this one. Yeah, I think it could be. I'm going to go to the Kali Axis now from Nimbrini Audio, and this thing is an absolute monster as well. So we're just going to gradually tune this up as we go. That is no reverb necessary here. Where's the reverb? I'm hearing the reverb. You can go away. There it is. Away. All right, we're good. Don't want that either. Okay, that sounds pretty good. We're going to get this going a little bit better. I don't need that to be off axis. I can get this going on off axis, and we're going to do it this way. Hang on. Might be pretty loud. Yeah, it was about to be really loud, so I'm going to bring that way back. That was pretty good. This is kind of like Metallica in a box. You want some seriously good Metallica tones in kind of a small package. Go grab this or the Mercurial Audio Reaxis. Both of them are going to give you the traditional tri-axis kind of sounds. And again, this is something that's two plugins based on the same piece of gear, but because they both use different power sections. Now, Nimbrini Audio has their own power section, and Mercurial Audio has their own power section. So those are two different power sections running in theory that are going to be in that chain that are going to make the plugin sound different. Just like a lot of guys over the years that used the tri-axis used it through different power amps and made that sound different. I once upon a time saw the tri-axis put through a Marshall, damn, what was the name of those things again? It's like the 5050. I can't remember what it was called. It was the Marshall, the gold power amp with like a little window in there. I saw those two together, and it was a very different vibe because it had an EL34 power section, not a 6L6. And I also think that this one has an EL34 power section as well, not a 6L6, if I'm not mistaken. So this is going to sound a little closer to that. Whereas I also had a jam space where a fella was running one of those big, meaty 9090 or whatever they were called, those big fucking meaty MESA Boogie power amps, and this with one of those running into it, and man, this thing was so loud and so fucking awesome. Like you could feel it in your sinuses. Like if you stood too close, you could really feel it in the room. That thing is really loud, and it sounded really good at high volume. So, pardon me, guys. So I'm going to turn this up a little bit more. We got a few different cabinets. We got a VHT. We have a Marshall. And we've got a rectifier. We're going to keep it there after we figure this out. And we've got a 212 and a Bogner 212, and we're back. So I'm going to go back to the rectifier. Sounds pretty awesome. Okay. And then turn that modern button off. I think I like it better without. So essentially, if you're wondering what the Triaxis actually was, well, essentially there was this war between companies of these one space rack preamps that could kind of had a bunch of different amps jammed inside. You could call it the beginning of modeling, sort of. That's a very loose. Don't quote me on that one, but like basically Marshall had the JMP1, MESA Boogie had the Triaxis, ADA had the MP1. These were really great units, and there were a few other ones that were kicking around as well, like the Bogner Fish. That thing is so good. I can't wait till somebody does a Bogner Fish. Oh my god, somebody out there, please, if you're just feel it. I'm starting to send like a message to you somehow. If you're out there and you're coding and you're looking for some idea, Bogner Fish, come on. I already asked Igor Nembrini. I was like, man, you're so good at these preamps, man. Can you please do the Bogner Fish? And he's just like, I'll put this in my ideas later. Hopefully someday. No, that was a terrible note. Man, that was weird. Something like that. Man, it was miraculous that I hit every note in that last pass. Man, that's a fun song though. Still to this day, one of the best guitar tones and drum sounds ever. The Black Album. That is a classic album made with love and care. If you've never seen the documentary, A Year and a Half in the Life of Metallica, you ought to go watch it right now. Forget the rest of my stream. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Go and watch A Year and a Half in the Life of and see the recording of the Black Album, which was really fucking cool. And then you get to see the tour that resulted after. And man, it was cool. It was really fun to watch. I used to watch it religiously as a kid, and I think maybe it's almost time for a rewatch on that bad boy. Yeah, you're right. I'm not even on the heavy channel. Get the heavy channel. Let's go. Cool. We can make it heavier. All right. This is a great tone. I wonder if someone will do us because they're so huge right now, and they're huge with like the amp sim crowd as well, like people that use amp sims. I wonder if Slaughter to Prevail. I wonder, like, they put their name on a lot of stuff already. I wonder if maybe we might see that. I don't know what it would be like, but no, bring the gain back. This has no tube screamer, so we're going to add one. Breathing right into that shit today. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I've got no problem with this at all. So how the hell are you guys? It's Friday, and I've definitely earned my weekend on this one, guys. I'm gonna get off this stream and immediately hit that couch behind us and curl up in a blanket and probably not move for until tomorrow. Probably my plan. And the wife just getting over this, what I've got now. I'm assuming that I got it from her. Significant others, when we get sick, we all get sick, right? You got to live with that. Kind of shitty, but it is what it is. Let's get some more resonance from the power amp here. Yep. This thing rips too. And by the way, there's a whole bunch of different stuff they've included here. They've got filter A, you've got noise gate, you've got the comp, you've got the mod, you've got the preamp, you've got the delay, you've got the power amp, you've got the reverb, and you've got another filter. Now, all of these things that, I mean, I'm starting to think that Igor just hates tube screamers. Because he just does not. I remember when we had the conversation about putting a part of, if you guys have never seen, he's got this plugin called Plugin Rig, and Plugin Rig has kind of it kind of looks like that. Well, we had this discussion where I think, I was like, instead of just trying to cram it all in there, put it in a little line. But man, no tube screamer. Denied. No tube screamer. Gotta put the tube screamers in there. I just feel like plugin developers these days need to put a boost in if they want certain demographics to use it. Because, yeah, sure, it's easy to go and grab a free boost pedal and toss it out in front in a single chain, but a lot of people just don't want to do that. It's sad that that's what turns people off a plugin. I've had those conversations when I was running some artist relations and people saying, well, it doesn't have a tube screamer in front. Like, yeah, well, you can just put your own. Well, I only use standalone. Oh, well, fuck. Like, I don't know. I feel like everybody needs to use a DAW. Use a DAW. Learn how to use a DAW. Build a signal chain. Stop looking for everything inside one box. You gotta stop it. Because with more convenience comes less quality. Almost every time. The more you try to make something convenient, the more quality you shave off. You shave off enough corners, and then all of a sudden you get something that's fucking round, and it doesn't have teeth anymore. It doesn't have edges. It doesn't have dimension. And that's what happens a lot in those scenarios. So yeah, learn how to use a DAW, guys. Come on. All right. So, anyways. So yeah, this is the, we're going to get rid of the Kali Axis. It's pretty simple, guys. It's a really cool plugin. It's been on sale. I've seen it on sale a couple times. Nembrini Audio, they do sales like tons. Get on their mailing list. They send out quite a few, but it doesn't even matter if it goes to your junk file, your junk folder or whatever. You just send it there. It doesn't matter. And then make sure you just jump in there once in a while and go through your mailing lists and okay, the fucking new plugin. Sick, Gosh. So we're gonna say goodbye to the Kali Axis. See you later, Kali Axis. And we're just gonna be chilling out today. I might even clip it at an hour today, guys. Like, I have absolutely no energy. I have absolutely no energy, guys. And I came on here with like full of piss and vinegar, wanting to like do it. And then I just like ran out of petrol right away. But we are gonna use a couple of Blendy McBlendertons here. We're gonna see where it goes. Now I am gonna try. We're going to use the Kali Dual here. And then we're going to load up some of Eduardo's stuff. I've got some of his Boosty McBoostertons here. Blendy McBlendertons. And we are going to go with that. So just let me turn this off. And you might, well, there's a loader right in here, but I just prefer to use my own. So we're going to bypass. Always remember to bypass the loader when you're using your own impulse responses. Okay, let's see what we got here. Well, hello there. Very nice so far. And now this is, again, this is another rectifier. And we are on channel 3 already, I think, if I'm not mistaken here. Yep, we are on channel 3 already. We are already on modern. We're going to chug it up a little bit. Bring the master back, bring this back. That looks fine. That needs to come back. And then we're going to jack it up here. That master can actually come up just a tiny bit. Let's see where we're at. Eduardo, you have outdone yourself. That sounds pretty fucking good, dude. Hot diggity. This is a V30 Black Shadow blend. Cool, let's try another blend. Even better. This is very nice. So far, so fucking good, dude. Now, this is based on a rectifier, and it's got, I mean, it's got all the controls you're gonna need. They haven't omitted really too much. It's very, very solid. You're gonna have a good time, guaranteed. Oh gosh. My picking is so fucking shitty these days. Too much presence. Get that out of there. Much, much better. Way too much presence. Too little. Much better. Much, much better. I can't do it. I can't get any more faster. Can't get any more faster than that. I can. You can. I can't, though. That sounds really good, dude. Very good. It's very good. Let's try out another blend. Oh. Wow. That sounds remarkable, dude. Had to take our bunny to the vet today as well, so that didn't make my day any fucking better. It didn't make my day any better. She is gonna be fine. She'll be okay. She is quite old, but she's got a couple of abscesses, and that's very normal, apparently, for older buns. We're gonna see what we can do, though. We're gonna see what we can do about that. But she's all right, though. Apparently quite healthy. Just a little bit alarming when we saw a little bit of a lumpski where there's no lumpski, but all things are good. And we've got our little bun home, so it's great. That was the good part of the day. So yeah. All right, next blend. All four of these sound great, dude. Remember, do I remember what? You winning the Cali Duel? Yeah, absolutely. That sounds like a loose one. A loose one. Are you talking about... Never mind, I'm not going to say it. All right, cool. Good to know, dude. I like it. Sounds fantastic. It's got that nice mid, and then we're definitely going to be putting these in with Nam Universal, I hope. So this is a really good plugin, by the way. Not one of, it's not one of, or maybe it is, I don't know. I don't see enough demos out there using Nambrini Audio stuff. I need to see more of those, because this stuff is terrific. And let's not forget, prior to, while Nambrini Audio and Neural DSP sort of came out roughly the same time, floated in roughly the same time, the SEL tones as well. Ignite Amps and Ignite Amps and Nambrini Audio, of course, existed long prior to that in other things. So Nambrini was doing all of the amp sims for Brainworks, and Ignite Amps was doing the highest quality freeware that's probably still ever existed and still holds up even after like 10, 12 plus years. So yeah. Can't play it that fast. Shouldn't have played the intro that fast. Oh my gosh. Terrible guitar player. Wow. Yeah, dude, these blends sound fucking great. Well done. Oh, really? You didn't? Huh. All right. Well, I'm going to get at you. I just talked to Igor this morning. We're going to be doing something with the bass hammer. So I could have sworn we took care of that, buddy. I'm going to make sure we take care of that. I will take care of that right after the stream, actually. Make sure that you get taken care of on that one. My bad. That was ages ago, too. Do apologize. Sometimes we give things away and then put the ball in somebody else's court, and sometimes things get forgotten. So if you're out there and we owe you a prize, please do reach out to us. We also had a couple people that won that actually never reached out to me. I remember in stream giving away 2 different plugins, and nobody, and I always give the email address, the ampsimuniverse@gmail.com. Super easy. And you'll find us there. And if we still owe you a plugin or an IR pack or something, get at us, and we'll make sure we get you taken care of. All right. Yeah, no, man, no worries at all, but we'll make sure you're getting taken care of. Man, I'm sloppy riffing today. Man, that sounds great. This is a great amp sim as well. I don't think I give this one enough of a shot. He's also got the Tremolo Verb as well, which is the Cali Verb. And so the Cali Axis, the Cali Dual, and the Cali Verb. It can all be yours for really good prices if you hunt on sales. Wait for the next all-out sale that he's got. Oftentimes they put multiple products on sale in a month. But in this case, they also do very, very large, like full store. Like just recently, I think they did like a 70% off sale or something like that. So always be watching. If this interests you at all, make sure you get your hands on it. As far as these IRs, you can go to Sharface. Eddie will put that in the comments, and you guys can check him out on Tone Hunt. He is a team member here and a very valued team member. He's our IR expert. Well, he is we're going to call Eddie our IR, our junior expert, because our main expert, the main man himself, Dr. Bonkers, is our go-to source for when we need to know something that's like, that we all can't figure out, basically. So Eddie and Bo are kind of like our we have all kinds of different people that have all kinds of smarts on staff here. But then when it comes to, if we cannot figure something out, we have coders, IR people. We've got all kinds of people that we can reach out to for all the information. So if you guys have questions that we can't answer in stream even, I'll make sure that we find those answers for you, because I don't like not knowing things either. So if you have any questions at all, ever, please put them in the chat and let us know that you've got questions, and we will make sure they get answered. In the meantime, I believe that I am going to call it at 60 minutes today. This is going to be the shortest Friday stream ever. I feel absent-minded. I feel not good. So I'm going to just call it at 60 minutes today, boys. And we are going to make sure we get down to business tomorrow. We'll take some Advil, get some more fresh air. I'll hang out, and we'll make sure that tomorrow we get some stuff done. Sunday, not 100% sure. I don't know. Can't make any promises on Sundays, as I do wish to have a lot of stuff to get done for NAMM Universal and some other things to get done as well. So I think that Sunday I'm just going to kind of take the afternoon for that, watch some movies and hang out and test some captures and get things really, really down, and then go from there. All right, guys. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, man, like, honestly, I feel a little bit bad, but today, man, like, I'm just out of gas. I was out of gas by like 1:30 today, and then I came home and I thought I would get that flow of energy that kind of hits me when I come home for the weekend, and it went the opposite direction. It was just like, you coach right now. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to get a little bit better and feel better for tomorrow, so I can get on here and do some yakking and hammer away out on some sort of guitar. Nice. That's very cool. I can't wait for that. We also got, man, I can say it. I can probably say it because we signed everything up today. You know, it's really, really cool. One thing I'll leave you guys with. This is the cool thing about NAMM. NAMM Universal, there are some nice hyperfuzz captures out there, but we cannot reach any of the creators. We have tried. There's a couple creators that have done a really decent hyperfuzz on Tone Hunt. We cannot reach those creators. No matter what, they make it so difficult to reach out to creators on there. I don't understand the reasoning behind it. It's very, very difficult for creators to talk. I guess there could be specific, as mentioned, there could be legality, and there's just also this just huge fucking pain in the ass that it could be the reasoning. It is a huge pain in the ass, because then you'd be kind of running a full community, and there could be a lot of infighting and stuff like that. So anyways, long story long, we know somebody that's got some wonderful pedals that would like to contribute. So Luca Capozzi over at Audiority is going to be, I told him, I was like, hey, you bought them. I knew he had the Hyperfuzz, and he's got this wonderful collection of other pedals. Hey, how would you like to make some captures for, a pack of packs of 3 to 5 for each pedal? And we're going to start with a Hyperfuzz and see how we do. He's a very busy guy, but at the same time, he's jumping in, man. That's fucking cool. Very cool. And I can't wait to work with Luca on this project as well. One of my best friends out there, and WaveMind has become really close to our team as well. So guys, we thank you so much for being here. I wanted to give you that nice little piece of information before I left, so that we could not be more excited to bring NAMM Universal to you. And we hope it happens this month, but again, we can't rush it. It is something very different for WaveMind to be working on. So it doesn't seem all that complex, but we'll see what happens. Okay. I hope in the next coming Fridays that I will have a beta to show you and test live, and be able to start creating some more hype around this thing. So be watching, and as soon as we know, you guys will know. All right, guys. Thank you so much for everything. Love all you guys. Honestly, the community here and the team here just means so much. And thank you so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.